Hi there, my name's Tom, and today I'd like to talk to you about what else should go in your dry bag as we approach peak hurricane season 2025. Now, to recap, in yesterday's short, I went over fire making tools, including what to watch out for when it comes to, you know, matches that have sat around for a couple of years and probably aren't going to work anymore. So, it's important to consider what it is you're putting in your dry bag. Now, to make those work and to basically do all sorts of useful things, I showed my Leatherman Wave Plus and this particular Victorinox Swiss Army knife. I think it's the Huntsman, but I can't remember for sure. Anyway, those are kind of like, those are the more expensive tools. And if you're trying to build up emergency supplies right now, and it's a thing you have to do over time, then maybe you can't afford to buy the best of the best every single time. So, Gerber tools and SOG tools. When it comes to multi tools, everybody loves to say, yeah, but they're not as good as Leatherman. The Swiss Army knife is better. The Leatherman Wave is better. Yes, we know they're better. But you want something that'll work, has at least all the tools and equipment of the other two. This would be the Gerber Truss. Now, Gerber does have an issue with its tools, like, their tools are tough. That being said, their knives don't necessarily retain an edge nearly as well as other manufacturers. So you'll definitely want to bring a sharpening stone with you. But this will give you everything that the Wave Plus does. And it's going to be cheaper. SOG also has a multi-tool that has everything that the Wave Plus has. And it's half the cost of the Wave Plus. Neither of those tools are as comfortable in the hand or as convenient as the Leatherman, but they do get the job done. And like I said, convenience and comfort has a cost, but the convenience of being able to purchase it right now and it still will do all the tasks, maybe that's worth a little bit less convenience in the field and a little bit less comfort as you're building up your preparedness solutions. I also think you should have a sturdier knife, one that is just a dedicated knife, sitting in your bag. Now, when it comes to fixed blade knives, this is my Buck Knife Ranger 113, I think, and I love it, but it's like an $80 knife. And, do you really want to spend $80 on a knife? Maybe not. Maybe you do. And maybe you want something cooler than that. Buying one of these for that would be kind of dumb. This is an oversized fighting knife. And if you're not trained on how to fight with a knife, you'll do more damage to yourself with this. And, maybe that could be a half-assed decent bushcrafter knife, but hey, this is better than half-assed when it comes to bushcraft. And yeah, Mora knives. A Mora knife companion. I think they're like $18 still, and the Mora knife companion heavy duty is like 25. And that K-bar with the Marine Corps logo on it, that's like $90 to $100. And let's face it, we're not buying these things to go get into fights or for self-defense with. It's to split up a little bit of kindling, to make a feather stick, to help build a fire to keep warm. So it's kind of important to take into considerations, what it is you need, what it is you can afford, and how to put it all together. So like I said, to recap yesterday's short, stuff to make fire with, including stuff to make fire in a wet condition. And today's video, multi-tools and a dedicated knife. They don't have to be expensive ones. They can be convenient ones, provided you get it from a brand that, while they're not trying to build the best, they're still trying to build quality. So like, share, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments, and have a great day.